Hi, today we're making mini turnovers. Basically, I just want to play around with puff pastry. So what we're gonna do is use puff pastry sheets, raspberry, chocolate, and then for the turnovers, I'm gonna glaze it with some beaten egg and cover it with a little bit of coarse ground sugar. What I'll do is I'll take the puff pastry out and just roll it out a little bit just to even it out the thickness. Since I'm making mini turnovers, I'm going to take a pizza cutter and just cut this into about 2" by 2", maybe 3" by 3" squares. Now that I have the puff pastry cut into little squares, sometimes I like to flatten them out a little more and just make them a little, even them out in terms of roundness and thickness. So next what I'll do is add a little piece of chocolate on the bottom and a small dab, about a ½ teaspoon of raspberry filling, maybe a little more. Just depends on how big this little corner is. And next we'll just fold over to form a triangle. I'm not sure if it's going to leak or not, so what I'll do is just take a fork and just crimp the corners down, or crimp the edges down. Well, now that the turnovers are filled, you could tell that I overfilled some of them, but hopefully they won't leak when we bake. So next I'm going to put a little egg wash on top of the turnovers, and what this does, will give a nice brown coating on them when they're done baking. Afterwards, I'll take some of the coarse sugar and just sprinkle a few crystals on each turnover. Afterwards, we'll bake in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Alright, 17 minutes later, the turnovers are done. Obviously, they've opened up, but I'm sure they're just as good.